Good morning. Welcome back to Shaving with Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. How y'all? So, kind of a big day around Fuzzy's den today. I'll get to wine in just a second. Matter of fact, we even broke out the Williams mug on a Tabac Tuesday. Williams mug's good any day, right? Good hot mug of Cafe Bustelo this morning. Really good stuff. So it is Tabac Tuesday, and we are going to use Tabac today. I didn't do that last Tuesday for whatever reason, but today we are. Started to make it a Williams day. We'll save Williams for tomorrow. Anyway, what makes today so special? It's a good one. This little came in the mail. A little box came in the mail yesterday. What's in the little box, you say? Let me show you, I say. Right here we have what has been dubbed as Tom's no-name SC Racer. TNNSER in my book. And this is it. If you look through some of my other videos, you notice that I've shaved with the Bunny and with Igor that was made by Tom. Very good machinist, good friend of mine. He's a global moderator over at Toast. He's a SC guy all the way through. Wonderful guy. All the single edge people are. But anyway, this is the TNNSER. Machine out of aluminum. It's got a brass roller for a safety guard. The head slides on and off, which we'll get to in a minute. It's got an interesting curved handle there that, just sitting here holding it feels good. So I've cleaned it up and got it ready to go. This is the first shave with it. I put a blade in it to be sure I knew how the blade went in, which is kind of neat. But be the first shave, so we're going to see what happens. I have high expectations after shaving with the Bunny and Igor. So to put a blade in, we're going to slide the cap off, and I'm using a new treat blade, carbon steel blade, and it goes in, and inside the head here are I'm doing this without reading glasses because I forgot to bring my reading glasses in. There's a couple of posts you can see here, and then there's one up top there that the cutouts in the blade fit in. And along the side you have a rail. That's what I would call it. Maybe the more engineering types would call it something different. So inside the head you have shaped like that. It's got the tabs that slide up on the rail. So we line it up, and again we're doing this without reading glasses, and it slides on, and there you go. No chance of getting your fingers cut. Slides on easily, locks on by friction, as near as I can tell, is what holds it on. And there we go. So that's ready to go. So for a brush today, since we're using Tom's no-name SC razor, I'm going to use the B400 by Tom. Tom machined the handle and put an Omega knot in it. Big old boar knot there, which is always a good thing. We've got the Tabac soap in a little stainless steel bowl. Tabac Original, I think, was what was on the package. And as usual, when we use Tabac, we're going to finish up with Clubman Musk, because I think it goes real good with the more floral flavor of the scents of the soap. So another shot of Cafe Bustelo, and I think we're about ready to get this show on the road for our first shave with the TNNSER, Tom's no-name SC razor, which is by the way been all over the world before it got here. I can't remember. I know it went to Italy. Been several places. England, before it made it back home, and then I wanted to be last on the list to get it, let everybody else have a chance at it, and then I'll send it home to Tom. Maybe. Who said that? Alrighty. We'll get us a little soap loaded up on the brush here. Oh. Remember the other day I was talking about how they were messing up Oreo cookies that shouldn't be messed with? So yesterday I'm walking around the store. I do security, some of you may not know. I'm a security guy, and my current posting is Albertsons, helping with the store security. And I'm walking around, and there's a display, and it's got Hostess cupcakes and all this stuff that are the holiday favorites, and it was so disappointing. It was horrible. They have peppermint Twinkies. They're red, and they got the peppermint flavored cream in them, and it's really, I'm going to have to write a memo on this one. Matter of fact, somebody take a memo and send to them. Leave the Twinkies alone. Twinkies should be yellow with white cream, and they shouldn't be messed with. They shouldn't be chocolate. They shouldn't be, they certainly, most certainly, shouldn't be peppermint Twinkies. I bet the same people that like peppermint Twinkies like all that pumpkin spice latte overpriced garbage they sell at that certain coffee shop called Starbucks that we won't name. Ugh. By golly. Peppermint Twinkies. Alrighty. Well, I can't even rant too much about that because, you know, it's really exciting having a TNNSER. Just thought I would kind of mention that. I saw that yesterday and I had to stop and scratch my head, and no fun at all. So here we go. First use of Tom's No Name SE razor. Get you another look at it there. See how the blade sits in there? Oh, it's nice. It's very nice. So when you use a new razor, your technique is going to kick in, and you're going to be able to feel the differences and everything. So it's best to remember the basics. Now, we were talking the other day on Toast that in some of these videos here recently, some of us haven't been really going back to the basics, but you got to remember, I guess, I got to remember, excuse me, that, you know, some of the people watching may be newer people. So bear with me if you're one of the older hands and you've already heard all this. Bear with me. So starting with a new razor, don't know anything about it other than I'm sure it's going to be a good shave. So, you know, we're going to stretch the skin here. I use my finger to cover my sideburn so I'm not chopping the sideburn off. We're going to go and we're going to come on down, and boy, oh boy, oh boy. My goodness. Let's stop for just a second. Have a sip of coffee. That is awesome. Nice. Look at it. Look at it right there on that first stroke. Tom. Awesome, my friend. Another winner. The handle looks a little strange, but it actually easy to hold on to, gives you a good grip. It's short enough that you can get your bottom finger under there, which a lot of people I know like. Alright, so now we're going to come up and we're going to stretch up. And I don't even always use a hand. I usually just pull my neck down here and use my head tilt to stretch the neck skin. As long as you get it tight where you got a nice, smooth area. Be back with you in a minute. It will be alright. Look at that. This feels as good, as comfortable as any of the single edge razors I have. I would probably compare it to my A1, which is absolutely one of my favorite single edge razors, the Autostrop A1. And now I don't shave under the nose, the chin anymore since I'm able to grow my goatee, but I don't think it would be a big problem using it on any of that. It rinses easy here. No issues with rinsing. Alright, go for our second pass, which will be our across the grain, because we don't do against the grain passes in the fuzzy den. In the Fuzzyhood, we don't do that. And we're going in for our second pass. Our lather's kind of thick, so just dip the tip of the brush into the water and thin the lather out a little bit. And bowl lathering folks think that once you throw the lather up, you can't adjust it when you're face lathered. Horsearchy. Can adjust it just fine. Keep your bowls for your cereal and your soup. And it suggested the other day ice cream. Those are good for ice cream. Not good for my diabetes, good for ice cream. All right, we're going to do it again. We're going to do some nice stretching. And just come along. Now I'm more of a keeping the head up close to the face type, ride the cap type if you want to use a shaved in thing. So I don't know that I'm ever going to feel that rolling safety guard. However, it's really neat. I've never actually shaved with one of the old, what was it, the Imperial set that had the rolling blade. I'm sure there were others. That's the first one that comes to mind. I've never shaved with one of those, so I don't know, but this will be my first rolling. But I don't think I'm feeling it any because I pretty well keep the razor back on the head if we come across on our cross the grain stuff. And just a second to talk about tobacco soap. Oh, I mean, I call this stuff, the scent is floral. So I guess it's the tobacco flower because I've never smelled, I smoke cigars, pipes, and I've never smelled a tobacco shop. Some people, oh, it's a tobacco shop smell. I don't think it's a tobacco shop smell. It's tobacco flower maybe. It's very floral. But I just call it a big old bucket of German goodness. And it lathers great. It's easy to lather. It lathers great. Got a great protection, slick, all that good stuff people like to talk about. It's just good stuff, as they say where I come from. So I recommend it. Alright. And now we're after the witch hazel. Now this is Dickerson, as I've said before. I normally just use the old generic store brand, but the store that I got this at, as I've said a million times, this was their store brand. So, so I still stuck with the store brand. If you want the nicer smelling stuff and everything, and you want it without the 14% alcohol, I think the alcohol comes in just from the way it's processed because they all seem to have that. All the regular ones do. You can get the Thayer's brand that's got the some different scents and stuff. I just like the regular old store brand. It's nice and slick for my touch-up pass, which usually ends up just being a whole nother pass. And when you put it on, you can feel easily the areas that you're going to need some touch-up. Alright, let's see if we can get the old goatee trimmed up with the TNNSER here. Piece of cake. Wow, it really is a smooth razor. It's easy to maneuver. The handle, I know, looks weird. That's the first thing people look at that weird handle. But yeah, that's nice. It's got a good feel. It's got a good balance. Now, I'm not a big worrier about how long a handle is, how the balance is, whether it balances at the head, whether your technique's going to iron all that out. I don't really think it matters where the razor balances and all that. I really don't. But this razor does have a nice balance to it. It's got a great feel to it. Like I said, I would compare it with my A1 over there, which is really good. I will be right back with you. And yeah, don't know why I'm doing that. We're done. Alrighty, so there it is. First shave with Tom's no-name SC Racer, the TNNSER. What a success. Great razor, great guy. The machine work on this thing looks great. I was looking at it, and I'm no engineer, no expert, but it looks great. Feels great. What more could you ask for? We're going to get the blade dried up, get everything cleaned up. I'll be using this for the next week or so, and getting some shaves in on it before I send it back out to California to Sir Tom. Oh, that's good coffee too. That Cafe Bustelo in the morning. Mm-hmm. It's a ways to go. So, if you want to see more on this razor, there's a whole thread on it. Everywhere it's been, everybody's used it, put up their reviews and everything over at Toast. That's the Original Safety 2, all one word, the Original Safety 2.com. And tell them Fuzzy sent you. They'll let you in the door. No problems. But there's also a whole lot of other information on single edge and injector razor. That's all we do there, single edge and injector. If you want to talk about anything else, you got to go somewhere else. They are unmentionables on toast. Just how we roll. All right, well, y'all have a good day. I'm going to finish getting ready for work and get out of here and go and put in another day. Pay a few bills for me and someone else. Y'all have a good one. Happy shakes.